In Firewatch, officials say a plan to consolidate 2 fire stations in Washoe Valley is likely off the table. The plan would have freed up some resources to move to the North Valleys.
And why is that important? Well, Truckee Meadows fire officials say 75% of their calls come from the North Battalion, and Washoe Valley stations are in the bottom 3 for call volume. Paul Nelson joins us here in the studio. And Paul, why are officials scrapping the plan to consolidate those 2 stations?
Well, they listened to the residents who say the stations aren't just needed for fires, but also for medical emergencies. The plan would have closed both Station 30 and 32 in the Washoe Valley, and instead it would build a brand new station just a few miles north of there. It would have a 4-man crew, but too many residents say it would slow down response times. A plan to consolidate Station 30 at Bowers Mansion with Station 32 on East Lake Boulevard appears to be off the table. That would free up resources to move to the North Valleys.
I think the next step is we're going to look at costs of rehabilitating both existing stations.
A big reason why is because many Washoe Valley residents oppose the plan. They say both stations are needed for fires, but especially medical calls.
Where we're located, we cannot count on REMSA. We are in an area that it's as whenever we can get there. So we count on our fire crews to provide emergency medical services.
I've had a call that I had to have the paramedics come from Bowers, and it was like 13 minutes. So if they make it any longer, whoever's having the heart attack will be dead.
Some commissioners agree and don't want to reduce service in one area to help another one, especially one with Washoe Valley's challenges.
You can't really just change the whole demographics out there. You can't change the geographics. And moving station really does have an impact on the entire valley.
Moore's concern is that the old stations are in too bad of shape to renovate. Firefighters say their main source of heat is a wood-burning stove. Lockers, the weight room, laundry, and medical supply closet are right next to the engines. They say all of those could have health consequences. Firefighters work 48-hour shifts here, and they've had to deal with rodents and even bats living in the walls.
We fight that on a daily basis, and I'm concerned for the safety and the health of my firefighters.
Moore says a cost study has to happen before Truckee Meadows Fire decides to renovate the fire stations. He says building a new one would cost at least $3 to $4 million and would take at least a few years to complete. Covering Firewatch live in the studio, Paul Nelson, 2 News.